Hi, Todd Wente here with Path to Progress for November 3rd, 2025. Hard to believe this year started, and I felt like, my goodness, it was going slow, and now all of a sudden we're in the last 2 months. But here we are, and here I am, still in my mobile office, getting ready to head into the main office. Thinking very much about what I can say for 3 of you. It seems like there might be 3 people who are watching this on a regular basis, maybe 4. And I've been thinking very much about some challenges that I'm facing, some difficulties that I'm facing in my professional process, and in some ways in my personal process, and gauging those against some successes that I'm having in my professional and also in my personal process. And what I'm noticing is that, I'm sure this is no different for anybody else. What I'm noticing is that the ups and downs, there will always be ups and there will always be downs. And so what for me the challenge is to adapt and adjust and adapt appropriately for allowing myself the right amount of energy for where I need to be. The trouble for me, I say that, and it's like, well, duh, everybody knows that. That's exactly what we do all the time, right? And that's true. Most of us, most human beings, 95% of the time, 90% of the time, we do a pretty good job of that. At least those of us who are, in relatively comfortable. If you're watching this video, you probably already do that pretty well, 90 to 95% of the time. It's the 5 to 10% of the time that we don't do it very well. It gets in our way. And let me say that a different way. I think I do a pretty decent job 90 to 95% of the time when I'm looking at the things that go on in my life. It's the 5 to 10% that I screw up on that cause me inordinate amount of trouble. And most of the time, that's because somehow I am forgetting to slow down and to really think through everything that I'm working with. So part of my practice today, as I was driving in, is I intentionally slowed down and went through my individual focus statements. Individual focus statements, you probably heard me talk about them here on this channel before. Individual focus statements, for me, are an I am statement about how I see myself or how I would like to see myself, affirming that those things are part of who I'm, what I am, and looking at them in the greater context. It's not about what I can accomplish. It's about who I am. And the way that I am gives me the power, the strength, the resources to accomplish things. When I forget who I am, then I don't accomplish things very well. And so this morning I slowed down on my drive, and reviewing my focus statements is something that I can do very comfortably in my car. It's something that I can do in traffic. It's something that I can do and still pay attention to the things that are around me because I can remind myself. And I did that today. In the past, the way that I've done it is I've gone through each one of those statements and I've done it very, very quickly. This time I did it very, very slowly. I did it very methodically. I took in a breath. I said what my focus statement was. I am whatever the focus statement was for whatever facet I was dealing with and thinking about. And I did that 3 times. As a result, I'm coming into this space with a little better energy, getting ready to attack the problems of the day with a little more groundedness. And as I go through the day, I'm going to be trying to do that all day long. I don't know if that's going to be useful for you, but I know that for me, it's all I got right now. And I hope it will be enough. Yeah. So that's it for today. That's Path to Progress for today. If this is useful, I hope you find value in it. If it's not been useful for you, I hope maybe you can share it with somebody who will find it useful, and give me another try another day. Maybe I can find something that'll be useful for you. In the meantime, this has been the Path to Progress. My name is Todd Wente. Nulum Diem. We'll see you next time.